Hello, stamping friends. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in beautiful San Diego, California, where it's in the low 60s today, which means it's beautiful when you're in the sun and when you're not, because it's got a little breeze. It can be a little cool, at least for us. Then I know a lot of you are having some really cold weather, so this sounds absolutely wonderful, and honestly, it really is. We live in a wonderful area. So welcome. We're going to learn a new fold today, and hopefully I can do this live because I haven't made too many of these cards yet, but it's called an arrow fold. And before we get to that, just to remind people that we have our mini catalog live now, and we are also in the middle of celebration, which means for when you buy $50 or $100 worth of product from any of our present catalogs, or even our online, or even it's a great time to buy Paper Pumpkin and get a few months of that, because even that counts for getting free product for celebration. And we're going to be using one of those free products today, one of the papers. So it's a time for me that I buy things like envelopes, basic white cardstock. I look through all my cardstock, make sure I'm not low on anything, because guess what? I'm going to order it anyway, and I might as well get some free stuff with it. So it's a stock up time for me. And if you are not a demonstrator right now, it is a wonderful time to pick up our starter kit, which is always $99 with $125 worth of product and free shipping. But right now we have a special going with an either, not both, sorry, not that good a special, but it'd be nice. Either extra $30 worth of product. Hi, Rose. Hi, Roz. Good to see you. Extra $30 a project, or our glass mat. And I will be using my glass mat because honestly, it has not left my desk since I took it out. I'm just finding more and more fun ways to use it, and the fact that you can stamp on it with either kind of our stamp and either the photopolymer or the red rubber, and it gives you great coverage, great sentiments and everything, no matter, you don't need your piercing mat anymore. So that's been really wonderful to learn that. Anyway, so got the joining special and celebration, and I'm just going to put you down and kind of get started here. Hopefully this is good. If not, we can adjust, because guess what? I kind of forgot to take a look at this earlier and make sure that this was going to work. So we are just going to do it now. Whoops. Okay, so we need to move this down a little bit and maybe come up a little bit, because that would help. Okay, like I said, glass mat, always right here for me because I am just loving it. And I'm going to try something new with the little, I think they call it something studio, Matte Studio here, because I realize this is a great place, might as well get it out right now, to put your ink, because you can push down and it's not going to move, and it's going to hold it really steady. So I'm going to move it just a little bit because I'm going to need a little more space. So this is an arrow card, and this is what we're going to be making today. Hi, Kristen. I don't know if you've watched me live before, but isn't that a cute little thing, cute little fun fold? And to me, it looked difficult. And then when I tried it, I went, well, that's not too hard. So let's give it a try. Now, I'm going to show it to you more than once. So if you're around your paper and want to give it a try, just get a regular 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock that you would do a regular card with the score down the middle at 4 1/4. So if you have that handy and you can kind of score with me and such, I think that would be helpful. And your paper trimmer. Now, this is just one of many times that it's good to have a Stampin' Up paper trimmer, because you've got the trimming part, and mostly we're going to be using the scoring part here. So, whoops, I don't want this quite yet. What you're going to do is you are going to, on your front, you're going to need a ruler, you're going to need a pencil. You are going to mark halfway down this 5.5 inch piece of paper. And half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. So the hardest thing is this dark thing is hard to mark. So hopefully you can see that right at 2 3/4. Then you're going to mark halfway down from your fold at 4 1/4, which is 2 1/8. So yeah, I'll try to make that a little bigger. So 2 1/8. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Mark it at 2 1/8. So can you see all those markings there? And now you're going to start connecting them. So to do that, you're going to put this one that's halfway across the bottom right so that the end of it is right in your track there. And then you're going to, first of all, go straight to that fold. So from the middle to your fold that's at 4.5. Can you guys see that? It's just right, and both of them are in the middle of the track. And you're going to score that. Now you're going to score, again, this top is going to stay exactly where it is, and you're going to rotate, and you're going to score to that mark. Okay? You got that? Now you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. There's something underneath here. That was weird. Oh, there's something. I'm not sure what that was. Okay, so once again, we're going to do, the exact same thing. So here's your score mark in the middle here. Okay, you see that? That's going right in the tract. And then you're going to connect it. Let me turn on my other light and let's see if that helps at all. Is that a little bit brighter? Connect it to your regular place where you would score at 4 1/4. Okay. And now you're going to keep this point exactly the same spot, and you're going to move it over to that 2 1/8. Okay. And that is the only hard part about this. All right. Now we're going to fold it in half like we normally would. Okay. And then we are going to fold it on this score line here and make our arrow. And then we're going to fold it on this score line here, again from the point up to, we're getting a lot of shadow now, but okay, so those are both scored in to a point. And then we're going to pull this one out. So one folds in, one folds out, one folds in, one folds out. And that's it. Now we're just going to get rid of that. That's why you got your pencil and not a pen, because that's the only one that you can see. The other ones you're not even seeing, so I don't even really care. Okay, and now we're going to put a little glue on those. Not going all the way out here, you're just going this little part in here. And I'm going to just sit and hold it for a second because I just want it to really stay well. And then we'll do the other one. I suppose you could probably use some tear and tape here, but you definitely want to use something that's really going to hold in place. Hey Marilyn, hey Tammy, if you guys missed how to score this, I'm going to do another one, okay? So And we should do these ones too, so they all stay down. Like I said, the hardest part here is just getting all those scores in. I know some of you don't like math, so that's why I was saying go get a pencil and a ruler and just a regular piece of cardstock. So Tammy is one of the, she has the same upline as I do, and we're going to have a little get together on Saturday. So Tammy, I'm going to be teaching this class then, so lucky you. So the next thing we're going to do is get our DSP. And I am using the Most Adored DSP that is free from Celebration and making us a lovely Valentine. And I'm going to bring the, where'd my thing go? We are going to do the same mark on here at 2 3/4. This is 4 by 5 1/4, this piece of paper. And we are going to cut it. Just make sure you know what direction the back goes. We're going to cut that same triangle out that we have. Whoops, what did I just say? 4 by 5 1/4. So this has to be 2 1/8. Almost screwed that up. No. 2 3/4. So it's 5 1/4. So that's 2 1/2. So it's 2 5/8. Not 2 3/4. So just a little bit less, because we're going to try to cut this again down the middle. So we've got the middle there and the middle there, just right to the corner. This time we're actually cutting it. And then we're going to go the same on the other way from the point to the corner. Oh, get the point in the little groove there. Now you understand why this is very important that you are doing it using this. Okay. And these are fairly easy cards. And so then you're just going to turn them over, and that's going to go there. And that's why I thought maybe we could make more than one. So this is for the inside, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and that's why our little 4 by 5 1/4 side pieces are going to fit here perfectly. Now, like I said, obviously you're going to want to make sure the front and the back of this fit well. Oh, I'm going to tempt fate here because I just realized that I have not stamped my sentiment yet. All right, so let's stamp our sentiment before we put it in at least. So we got some real red here. Come on, why do you not want to go? Why do you not want to play this game? There we go. And like I said, I'm actually going to leave it in here so things don't roll around. And I'm using the Happy Valentine's Day that's from the Be Mine suite. And since I am straight challenged, I like to use this just on a diagonal like that. Oops, looks like I got my finger in there. So let's just get that. In here. And then we'll just fold this down, and that little triangle should fit perfectly right here. Is that not the coolest thing? Get your corners, you know, get some up into the corner. So that's why I said you got to check the back, that you like how the back and the front work together so that this will work for you. And then I used my my bee punch. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I used my Be My Valentine punch, and I punched a whole bunch of these little circles out of that same paper. And we've got one that we're just going to stamp Love You on. I keep putting my finger in my ink today. That is probably not a good thing. I think someone was actually noticing that this fits perfectly in that little, in there, in that little heart. All right, so we are going to take a few different hearts. We'll take that one. I don't think I'm going to use the one that exactly matches, but I think I may use this one and another one like that. And then I'll use my little Love You one. Those are extras. And I'll put my little Love You up here somehow. But I think first I'm going to glue these ones down. I love this paper. I just think it's so cute. And then this one I'm going to put up on some dimensionals. Whoops. We'll just stick them to me. You see, I'm getting to the bottom of my dimensionals, and so I just kind of cut little pieces out of them. The ones around the side. And then we'll get the Love You in there too. I'll get a little baby one. They're all jumping out at me. Maybe up here like that. And then I was looking around for some red, anything that was kind of a red embellishment. And I couldn't find any. They're all either Poppy Parade, like in here, they're Poppy Parade. These are the ones that go with the Be Mine. But I suppose I could use the pink. I only have a couple little pink hearts yet left. So let's just use my little pink hearts. And that'll be the end of them. Whoops. I could put maybe one here. And this other little baby one in here. Wish I had a few more of these, but I used them in a class this weekend on something else, and we used them all up. But we got a couple cute little hearts on here. Isn't that cute? So here's the other one. It's actually different paper. Same paper from the celebrations. What do you guys think? You know what, Tammy, I don't really need the Be Mine set on Saturday, but you're going to want to bring your Stampin' Up cutter and a ruler and a pencil. So that would be helpful. All right, so for those of you who came a little late, I want to do this again, okay? So, whoops, we are going to do it again, and this time we are going to use, where's my paper? We are going to use the lavender set. So now you guys are going to help me decide. Are we going to put it on Poppy Parade? excuse me, are we going to put on Pretty Peacock or are we going to put it on Lovely Lavender? So what do you think? I am kind of leaning towards the Pretty Peacock because this is the back and I just don't like that as well. So this is actually my favorite paper, is this lavender, the paper that goes with the lavender. It's going to be a little harder to see on this. What do I have? I do have an old chalk marker. So I'm hoping that when I'm done, I'll be able to oops, I want this side, yep. Wipe it off, but if not, we'll just have to deal with this. So this is 5 1/2. So half of 5 1/2 is 3 3/4, which is right here. Okay. Half of 4 1/2. Excuse, did I say 3 3/4? 2 3/4. Half of 4 1/4 is 2 1/8, which is here. Yeah, 1/4 1/8. And half of 2 1/8 over, 4 1/4 is 2 1/8, which is over here. You see that? Maybe. So halfway up, halfway across is what we're working on. Okay, so now, again, we're going to take our thing, and we're not using the cutting blade, but we're going to line up that first with our 4 1/4 scoring, where we were just scoring like a normal card, and we're going to score that. Then we're going to keep that the same, and we're going to rotate over. So we're scoring from that point to that other mark. Score. Okay, then we're going to do the same over here. Point stays the same in the middle. And come on, get back in there. And we're going to score over here. Okay, to the center. Then we're going to keep that point the same. We're going to move over to our 2 1/8 mark. Okay, got it. And score again. All right, now we're going to fold. I find it easier to fold and get good fold on the big one arrow point. Okay. And then fold the others out. I found if I tried to do like a whole side first, like do this whole side first and then do this side, it didn't work as well for me. Turn it over and do it even. I kind of like doing it from the front so that you know, keep an eye on your point there. And then take it to the back, okay? And now we're gonna glue them down, glue everything down, glue the big ones down. Big flaps, you're gluing the whole thing, okay? The little flaps, you're not gluing that part right here, so you have to be a little more careful about where you're going to. Actually, you know what's even easier is just do it like that. Do it on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to hold it for a minute. I learned how to do this from Tammy White. I know other people have done it too. And she did a series where she just made a ton of cards with it. Now, here's the real thing is, will this come out? Will our chalk marker come out? with our eraser. Not so much. Let's see if it'll come out with our glue eraser. Okay, Roz, I'm sticking to my regular pencil from now on. All right, and then we're gonna take our trimmer again. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And so half of 5 1/4 is 2 5/8. Oops, forgot to mark it. So here is 2 5/8. Wow, that's going to be hard to see, isn't it? I can't even see where I just went. Oops. Let's not do centimeters. Just going to have to make it a little bigger, and we're going to have to erase it later. That's the problem with the more detailed. So now we're going to take it from that 2 5/8 out to this other edge. And again, from the 2 5/8 to the other point here. Okay. Didn't ever fold this one in half, huh? And then now we can erase our little mark there. All right, and now we can glue down. I'm on this one, so again, this is 4 by 5 1/4, which was the same size. And then we're just gonna turn these over and put them on the edges. And then this time what I'm gonna do, oh, here it is. I'm gonna be sending love and best wishes, and that is from our perennial postage that goes with our painted lavender. You guys, this is an amazing set for sentiments. And I know it's not that exciting to go, oh, I want all these flowers and those flowers and etc. But truly, you getting things that have more sentiments are really, really helpful. And I think I'm actually just going to go with the Highland Heather since there's no purple in here. You notice this time I'm actually going to stamp before I glue down. What a novel idea, huh? And I love this sentiment because you can use it for so many different things. It's almost a shame, I know, to turn this beautiful paper upside down. I know a lot of you are going, just use that other beautiful paper, but I just love the idea that you can do this, not waste any of this paper, because you're going to be using it on the sides here. And like I said, you do have to kind of look at, does this paper, you know, match my, you know, going to go well on the insides. Tammy's like, I'm glad I'm watching you. Yes, it takes a little practice. That's why I thought it would be kind of fun to do this today, to be able to practice a little bit with it. That's just beautiful like it is, but look what happens when you put that on top of it. It's just so pretty. Paper is gorgeous. I am pretty much a paper fiend. And then what I had here we go, to put on top is when I get new dyes and such, like the painted lavender dyes, I just cut a whole bunch out in different things. So we've got some that are Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, Pretty Peacock. This is this one. I've already used, I guess, one of the little sprigs cut from that glimmer paper that is in there as a online exclusive. And I thought I'd just put that down in the middle. Just the teeniest bit of glue here, because I know I'm going to have all of these on top, just to help you be able to see it a little better. And then I thought we'd just make a little bouquet here on top. I don't have a sample yet, so this is creating on the fly here. I just brought in a bunch of different ones. Let me put that over here. Let's see, is that enough? Let's move it over this way and put this on this side, because that's getting all our purples together. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut off the ends of these, because I don't need all that long stuff sticking up. And I'm going to start at the bottom. Come on. And put a little glue on here. Now, if I had been really smart, I could have used our adhesive sheets, and then this would have been really easy to do. But part of the reason I don't do that is I do like it to be a little more organic and to be able to kind of move this around a little bit, so that, you know, this is not all glued down. A little glue here, a little glue there. You do have to get some on the ends, or they really won't stay. And then we'll get a little bit, there we go. And then we can decide I did grab also, if I can find it, because now everything is a mess here. That little piece of vellum, I had just cut it from the, with a 2-inch circle. Okay, so do we want to put a butterfly on here? Or is that too much? I don't know if you guys have seen these butterflies, but these butterflies come in this package like this. You get 40 of them. They're all white on both sides, and they just, see, this one's fallen out. They just easily punch out, and you can color them with the blends. Not too much, Tammy says. It's never too much to have a butterfly. I think I'm going to glue him down a little bit though, because I think if I put him up on a dimensional, he will, or she, or butterfly is always girls in your mind. They're kind of always girls in my mind. I'm afraid she will fly away. Whoops. See, my hands are getting gluey from all of these little guys. Just gonna use my nails. All right, this one's even prettier than the last one. Like I said, this is my first try at this, and so let's get a couple of these little gems, these purple gems We got 3 colors. You got the berry burst, because there's just a little bit of berry burst in here. We've got, I think it's gorgeous grape and fresh freesia, maybe. I think I'm just going to use maybe a little one, maybe a big one, just a little one. And another little one down here, and maybe a big one down there. No, maybe another little one over there. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is beautiful. I am loving that. All right, let's go find our other one. Do you guys have a favorite of one or the other of these? Either our painted lavender one or our one that's getting you all ready for Valentine's Day. Which one? We have a few people watching. Hey Sandy, hey Dolores, hey Joanne. We got a bunch of people watching today. But I just think this is such a fun card. And I had intentionally decided before we started I wasn't going to put anything other than pretty on the front, no sentiment, and just, you know, put the sentiment inside. But this came out even prettier than I thought. So looking forward to teaching everybody at our little team get together how to do this on Saturday. So I'm going to put you guys up and say, I hope you enjoyed, learning how to make a new card here. And I will see you again next Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. Take care, everybody. Oh, what I forgot to say too is always on my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com. I will have all the directions and all the measurements and such too. But for me, watching this a couple times was really helpful. So that's what I would recommend. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.